All right, Zelda 1 Randomizer fans, we have another match in our first week of Swiss in the 2023 Random Percent Tournament. We got Sharky2107 versus MoonrisenPhoenix. I'm Kairos1. Join with me is bbq.gov.
Hey, Kairos, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent. We're going to see some top-notch randomizer action tonight. All these matches have been just exciting.
They really have, and they've kind of thrown the gauntlet at our runners, myself included, in this race. You see anything from a jet seed that involves 0 HP enemies to a full second quest seed that involves digging and redigging multiple gross dungeons in the back half of second quest, and anything in between. So these two runners have their work cut out for them tonight, but they're very good runners, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how they handle what the seed throws at them tonight.
So for those of you who haven't been watching too many of these, we got lots of flags that are turned on and off randomly. We're starting over on the east side cave near the coast, but not on the coast. And
meat. We start with meat, which, okay, so we start with 1 and either 7 or 8. Thanks, Sharky, for just putting the meat down right before you leave the screen. Just put it everywhere, see what happens. But yeah, Fred Coughlin, the creator of the randomizer, has not figured out a way to make the meat able to stun enemies yet. But when he does, I will celebrate.
Yep, and we have vanilla shops, and it looks like we may have some, book to understand old men.
Definitely, we've seen a good chunk of that too. And there at vanilla level 2, we have the lake from second quest. So we are either mixed quest or second quest in the overworld.
Correct. And the bait does actually have an effect on certain enemies, moblins being one of them.
Yeah, it does work as an attractor. In addition to unlocking the meat block cave or the meat block dungeon room. But as we're going to get a look at the coast on Moonrisen's side here in just a second after he checks this cave. But yeah, there are certain like gorillas in the dungeons and moblins in the overworld. As Moonrisen is going to grab his heart here.
No extra candles.
No, oh gosh, that's a problem. And hard on the coast, so that doesn't tell us much. But no extra candles means our runners are going to either have to find a shop with a blue candle and buy it, or luck their way into the red candle. As Sharky on his side gets some paper.
Yeah, we got the possible wood sword block, so whatever's underneath the Armos or their starting eye, which doesn't matter in this case, could determine whether that wood sword could be if it rolls on. Otherwise, it's going to be in an open cave or underneath an Armos statue.
Yeah, I mean, it's also possible with the flag set that we have here, full random percent, well, not full, but pretty much full random percent, that it is possible that the wood sword is in its vanilla wood sword cave as well, as that's a power bracelet at the northern eastmost Armos that Moonrisen's going to grab immediately, and in all likelihood check this push block spot right here.
So that indicates to me that we may not be shuffling the Armos item, but we did shuffle the Armos location. So there's still the strong possibility we could have normal items.
Definitely so. And if so, then the allocation of those items in dungeons, as Sharky has found level 1 and is contemplating how where to dig in here. Now, this is interesting. It looks like we do have shapes 1 through 6 based on the entrance spot of where you come into level 1.
Yeah, there's level 1 does not go into this column at the bottom at all, and level 9 is found for MoonrisenPhoenix at the Desert Cave.
Yeah, as I learned in my race on Thursday. Yeah, if you can find level 9 early, that's a good thing to do because you don't want to be searching for it late in the game.
Pushing those power bracelet spots early. Definitely don't have the any roads there.
Yeah, so the any roads will be shuffled in with the rest of the overworld checks.
Yeah, we had a couple questions in chat. The latest one was vanilla secrets. Yes, we had vanilla shops, and the secrets are tied to the shops. But on the other hand, Sprite Shuffle is not option in our possible flags. I'd have to check to see if they're in the remorse flags, if they're available for later. Remorse flags are chosen by the loser of each in the best of 3 during the bracket stages, that they have some options to turn on or off.
Yeah, and that promises to make things extra spicy once we get to the bracket stages. One thing that is flipped as a flag, though, although Sprite Shuffle is not on, potential bomb drop groups is a flag that is ticked as either on or off, depending on how the rando shakes out. So one thing that the runners are going to want to do when they have the ability to kill enemies is check to see if, for example, bomb drop groups have been shuffled.
And MoonrisenPhoenix made the way to the vanilla start to see if that 50-50 on the Woodsword rolled vanilla, or is that, no, it's not 50-50, but it can possibly roll vanilla, and it did not. It ended up being one of the any roads,
which is handy, but not exactly what he was looking for here. As Moonrisen's going to get around the Lionel there and find, well, not much up there. To answer a question in chat, is Ganon not required a flag that is flipped on for random percent? It's not, at least not in the preliminary rounds.
Yeah, Ganon is required as one of the few force conditions. Ooh, nice, got a plus 11 for Sharky on the money-making game, but there was a 48 next to it.
Yeah, if you're a gambling person, if you're a gambling runner, those figures could be tempting. Oh, that's a nice damage boost by Sharky hitting the P-hat. And finding the wood sword. Trading meat for sword.
Any road's taking us to the coast raft spot. So that's one of our raft spots not necessary. It is possible that you can actually get, we could not need the recorder at all for location travel, except for the fact, well, it's mixed, so there's lots of recorder places everywhere.
Exactly. So, yeah, the recorder's going to have added utility. It is good to get that second raft spot out of the way because it's easy to orphan. My concern for Moonrisen on his side is that he also either died on the screen where the wood sword is or close to it, so I hope he doesn't orphan that spot, because if he does, he may be looking for the wood sword for a while.
Yeah, with the power bracelet as the Armos item, that wood sword has a possibility, if that flag turned on, to go underneath any of the push blocks. Not today, though.
True. Yeah, not today, but it would. But in a different seed where the power bracelet is under Armos, then yes, then that would be a theoretical possibility, and we've seen it happen before in a race setting.
Yeah, the wood sword is today. It is in the Lost Hills in the candle shop above the Armos.
Yep, it's one spot east of Vanilla Level 5 in First Quest. Okay, so Moonrisen's in the northeast. I'm pretty confident he's going to sweep back around and clear the rest of these spots up here that will include him pulling his sword. Was level 1 up here at the Vanilla Potion letter? Okay.
Yes, it is. Yep, okay. I believe those are our only 2 dungeons are 1 and 9.
Yeah, and one. Yep, and 1 is one we don't need, but it is one that our runners are going to want to at least stick their face in to see if there's an item just laying on the ground, because depending on whether this is first or second quest, there are either 2 or 3 items in there.
But we're shapes today, so that means that it follows the first quest pattern. There will be 3 drops.
3. You are correct. One thing we don't know yet is whether Heart Shuffle is on or off. So that could be 2 items and a heart, or it could be a potential for 3 non-heart container items. All right, yep. Moonrisen's going to get in there and not get bopped. He'll get his sword, and he'll be relieved about that. Yeah, and then now the question is, where does Moonrisen go from here? Does he go back to 1, or does he screen scroll over to the Lost Hill? No, he's going to make his way back. He's going to kill some enemies first, see if he can get some bombs, perhaps. I like this move, if for no other reason than to see if your drop groups have shuffled.
All right, Sharky finding that Tikini on the coast. And Moonrisen back into level 1.
Okay, so this room might drop something, but Either way, we'll at least clear 2 rooms in here and be able to see if there's any further progress to be made without bombs. Either through getting a key or through getting a bomb drop that enables you to bomb your way further into the level.
And we're definitely seeing a plus or minus of some sort because we saw a blue Octorok take a couple extra hits.
Yeah, that's annoying at this stage. Okay, Moonrisen's going to save out of level 1. He didn't like that room with the blue gorillas and the 2 Beamos. And at 4 hearts, I kind of can't blame him. Everyone complains about Wizrobes, but I've been hit in the back with a boomerang from a blue gorilla one too many times.
They are definitely sharpshooters with those boomerangs.
They do love to turn and fire. So this screen that Sharky's on did not bomb. That doesn't tell us anything about whether we're mixed or second quest yet. Because in my experience, when it's mixed, it feels like 80% of the time that spot never bombs.
Oh, how long do you think it's going to be before we get candles? Because, well, we have to have money at the same time that we find a shop, and it could roll up as high as 80.
Yes, and we've had some seeds in round 1 of the Swifts where it has rolled up. I've seen it 77, 79. So that is a definite possibility. It's also possible that the candle is in the rare shop. I guess, no, scratch that, because we have vanilla money in the shop. So it's going to be 60. It's just a question of where it is.
That's right. We did have vanilla prices, so and the shops are definitely not shuffled at all. So
now blue moblins go down to 1. They're down to 1 HP, so that's good news. And they drop bombs, which is like normal. So it's possible that our drop groups have not been shuffled. But Sharky takes a shot in the gut. Okay, Moonrisen's going to use his last bomb here, and he finds the white sword item right below level 1. It's the vanilla white sword, lending further credence, and you can't pick it up at 4, unfortunately. So that lends further credence to 2 hypotheses. One, that we have vanilla items in their vanilla locations, or maybe not in their exact vanilla rooms, but in their vanilla locations. And 2, that it may be vanilla number of hearts to get both the white sword and mags.
yeah, it's a very small chance to get the 4 hearts with the possibility of rolling vanilla, but it could be either way. But the vanilla item placement is definitely growing stronger by the find.
Yeah, and if that's the case, that will mean that that the runners absolutely do need to dig 1, because that'll be where our bow's hiding. So I want to circle back to something you raised, Kairos, about where's the candle. If I'm Moonrisen, while it would be tempting to go back into 1 and dig that a little bit more, I'm actually doing kind of what he's doing here. I'm going to start overworld exploring some more. I want to find one more dungeon where maybe I can get a heart container that would allow me to get the white sword, and I want to find out where the our blue candles are, because we haven't seen them so far, and the blue candle it has to be in a spot that is accessible from something other than a burn bush. So it's got to be somewhere. So let's get to finding it, because that'll open up a significant amount of exploration.
And did we see a fairy fountain at the level 5 location?
Yes, we did. So I think that means we're full second quest overworld, which is a little bit of bad news for the runners, in that means there's only one large secret in the cave pool. The 2 other large secrets that are in first quest, I believe one's replaced with a medium secret and one's replaced with a small. Hey, there's a candle.
And that is our 106 our max price shield. So there is no boomstick today. And MoonrisenPhoenix has also found another candle shop, but is a little shy.
Yeah, but if I'm him, that's good news. I'd be tempted to just start opening up caves, see if I can find a medium secret, go right back and get. That sucks. So now you need a couple. But I'd be going right back, trying to get as much money as I could, get that candle quickly, up a save.
And whammies for MoonrisenPhoenix. 2 door repairs in a row, knocks it all the way down from 40 to 0.
Yeah, that's annoying. But if you're gonna run into back-to-back door repair charges, get them out of the way when you don't have a lot of money. Like one here would be fine too. Oh, but he's gonna get a candle instead.
Meanwhile, Sharky finds level 8, but right before that found our one large secret at the corner of Candle Row.
All right, so 101 rupees and an entry spot into level 8 that... So that could be First Quest 8, but I'm a little skeptical. So it could be First Quest or Shapes. I don't think that that location and being able to go up allows it to be Second Quest 8.
We had a right door from there, so it is not first or second.
Aha! It is full shapes.
Full shapes. So we can say that our Triforce is level 7. There we go.
I don't think I've seen full shapes in a while in the tournament. It seems like every match I've watched in week 1. Oh, it's definitely shapes now, and ooh, segmented, kind of gross-looking level 8 to boot.
Now, I've seen full shapes this tournament, but yeah, there's so many options that it just could be anything.
Yeah. Speaking of anything, this is not a fun room to be in when you're down on 1 heart. Oh, and Sharky takes a plant beam to the face, and back to start Sharky goes. Yep, Sharky's just gonna leave meat everywhere. You know, I kind of don't blame Sharky. It's kind of fun, but you're not gonna get you anywhere.
Well, you're not laying down bombs accidentally.
No, I've done my share of that lately. So I mean, it's unlimited meat. That's the nice part. Okay, Moonrisen's back up to 40 rupees. He's going to pop in this cave, try and find some more money. Is he going to gamble here? No, he's not. Nice shot by Sharky to open that up. It's going to cost you a key either way, so you might as well up an A and get your hearts back.
You didn't leave the room, so the manhandler's going to respawn.
It will, but because of the pathing, I mean, you have to use a key either way, so Sharky probably will never go back in that room. Or at least I wouldn't if I was Sharky. If I had to pick between a manhandler and some Zols, I know which one I'm taking. Now, this is a part of the map up here at Death Armos where we haven't been yet, I don't think. So Moonrisen's going to find out which statue hides the stair. It's that one. Moonrisen's looking primarily for some money, and finds level 5 instead. And level 5's entrance in the E and Temple, we could be looking at a segmented 5 here. We're looking certainly at a manageable enemy set in the first room. Meanwhile, on Sharky's side, Sharky is in the Eastern Forest, gonna litter with some meat. There's our map in level 5, and well, that is... What is it? That is... I know what that is. That is one of those Rock'em Sock'em robots.
I was having a hard time processing that one.
Yeah, I mean, the head at the top looks like it, and then the arm under 5 looks like it's putting up its dukes. I just couldn't pull the term Rock'em Sock'em robots out of my head, because it's Saturday night. Yeah, thinking, who does that?
But we do have a potential ladder block here. I don't know what the up here is.
Yeah, I don't know if Moonrisen tried to bomb right out of this room or not. He's going to try it now. Okay, good. Here we go.
We got around that one. Hey, there's another one to the right.
Well, ladder's kind of important, and slightly bad news for the runners at this stage. We have some beefy keys. Some beasts. Teeth? I don't know. Make your own portmanteau. Alright, so Sharky has a candle, and Sharky's in the desert at this point. That's a heart container on the floor. More of a hint. Yeah, he's definitely picking it up because that will give him wood sword access when he goes back up around level 1. But it also lends some credence to the additional credence to the theory that our vanilla items are in their vanilla dungeons and that Heart Shuffle is off. There's a Triforce in a Gibdo, by the way.
Triforce is not we're not shuffling up the dungeon drops.
Correct. Sorry, I was consulting my handy-dandy Triforce tracker to see. So because we have Shapes dungeons throughout, I believe that means that the runners started with 1 and 7. That wall doesn't bomb, so that means the magical staircase has to take you to those 9 rooms up at the top. This is not a segmented 5, so there's just one magical staircase in this level 5.
Correct.
All right, we are 20 minutes in, and we have a Triforce. It's Moonrisen's in level 5. He's going to up a save, and if I had to guess, he's headed up to get the white sword and then back into level 1.
And Sharky makes it to the Any Roads at the Forgotten Spot.
Okay, Sharky probably doing some mapping and finds, yeah, good news. You can check that one off the list. That's not going to be anything.
Vanilla Start where he died before.
Okay, so you get an okay map coverage here. Not great. And the waterfall. So, good news, map coverage. Okay, maybe we don't have 5 and 12 for our swords, because you can't pick up the white sword with 5 hearts. That is intriguing.
So we did randomize the sword hearts, and it went high. All right,
at least for this one. Okay, Moonrisen doesn't have a key, but he is slightly better armed to be able to take on that room with the blue Gorias in it. If for no other reason, he's got bombs, and he needs to try to bomb out of this room anyway. So you might as well take your shots with them in tow. Okay, you can't go that way.
Map would be wonderful. Maybe
it would. This is making me suspect that this is a fairly linear level 1. Oh, we took a death there.
It's not very far, at least. So
no, it's one of those where I think I would try to group up, and this is something where actually you mentioned this earlier, where the meat can actually help you. In this case, because you can. Yeah, he hasn't tried to bomb that way either. Yeah, that's unlikely to work that way. So it's left or probably nothing. But use the meat to group these guys up and then bomb them near the wall, just like that. Okay, so there's one way to go, and it's either through that key door or to the right in this room.
I'm looking at the room below here, this one right here. It might be possible to Kanana key off the push block.
Ooh, yeah, that is possible. You'd have to be quick. But we've seen it done, and we've seen it done in a tournament, I believe, last year. Oh, yeah. Unfortunate death there for Moonrisen.
Candle might help a little bit, because you can potentially candle boost it, but it's still tight either way.
Yeah, that would be tempting to do. Yeah, okay. Oh, and he's going to up and retry to get his resources back. That only cost him a couple minutes. But yeah, now I wonder if he's going to go back to 1 or if he's going to do some more overworld exploration. No, he's going this direction.
Yeah, Sharky doesn't have to worry about maxing out money with the secrets right now because there was only 100 secret today.
True. However, with this much money, unless you're saving up for a blue ring, which we haven't seen yet, there are things that Sharky can be buying that would probably be a good use of resources. Arrows would be one, because we think we know where the bow might be, so that might be useful to have early.
I'll give it one more item before I'm sold completely. But yeah, the keys are always can always be a thing to buy. I've seen earlier matches like, yeah, I'll buy two or three keys.
Yeah, I I had a practice seed a couple weeks ago where, yeah, we had three different dungeons that were key blocked, and one of them was blocked by 3 keys. So, yeah, that's a painful lesson that, hey, keys are kind of important and you might need to buy them sometimes.
Sharky's being a little spicy, buying a small heart. Like
the pity heart. I mean, I kind of get it. Given where you are on the overworld, you kind of marched all the way across the map. You feel like that's a time sink that you don't want to have to do again if you don't have to in a race setting. Yep, we're full second quest. That's not going to burn. This one will, however. Now, and this is one of the reasons why you want to spend your money when you have it, because door repair charges will just eat you up if you don't. And then when you get in a situation where you actually do want to buy a key, you find yourself having to farm.
And MoonrisenPhoenix returning to go buy that blue candle.
Nice. All right. That has to be a relief for Moonrisen. That's going to open some things up, particularly here in the Eastern Forest. All right. So Book to Understand Old Men is on. If my theory holds that items are in their vanilla dungeons, and we're in shapes, then that would mean that as that stair opens, that's 2Q7 normally, that would mean that Flute's in 5, and Moonrisen's seen 5. So I would be, if rather than beat my head against the wall in 1, I might be tempted to go fishing in 5 and see if there's a way to get around those 2 moat rooms. Then again, if you have 1 rupee, overworld exploration on Moonrisen's side is probably a good idea too, because if you find a door repair charge, tough luck, bub. You get nothing.
You try us on that bomb for Sharky. And
Sharky paused there for a second and was like, wait a second. That has to open up, and then, oh, wait, I'm off a pixel. Or a tile, I should say, half a tile. Okay, so 2Q7, vanilla 2Q7 comes up empty. Moonrisen is going to methodically make his way over from the Eastern Forest to Candle Row. There's a density of checks over here. You might as well do it. Am I right that we've only seen 1, 5, and 9 so far?
And 8.
Oh, that's right. We did see 8 briefly.
It was at the southwest of Candle Row.
Yeah, that's right. Over by our one large secret, which Moonrisen will be both happy and sad to find here in a minute.
That looked like our hint shop was vanilla prices, so that means that we have not useful hints at all. So once we understand the old man, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I also suspect that even once we have the book to understand old man, those hints, and we've seen this in a bunch of seeds so far, those hints may be the vanilla game hints.
If the vanilla price is in the hint shops, that means we're either vanilla or community.
Yeah, so the runners are on their own in terms of figuring out where everything is. Sharky's up on Death Mountain and going to do a little bit of exploration here in the western half. See what's... I don't think we've seen this far up the western half of Death Mountain yet.
The one item that can give them some great information is the recorder, because there's a possibility that it can go to unbeaten actual dungeons. But that's 2 different possible flags.
Yeah, and I had that happen in my race Thursday, and that was very nice. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, boy, that's handy. It does feel when it happens like you kind of unlock a cheat code. You're just like, oh, what? Am I supposed to know this?
All right, Moonrisen, finding that level 8. see what we want to do. Anything here?
Now, at minimum, he's going to pirouette that, and then head back in. But yeah, we found that this was a kind of a gross shapes 8, which he'll learn here in a minute once he clears this room to the right.
And those are just some second quest enemies.
Yeah, I don't love that if I'm the runners. Mainly for the blue bubbles. I don't mind Stalfos shooting. I don't mind Stalfos shooting beams. But red bubbles, annoying.
Yeah, they will turn off your sword until you hit a blue bubble or get a full refilled effect, or save or retry your game.
Yeah, and from a tracking perspective, it's one more thing in the dungeons that you have to keep track of. If you run into one where there's a dungeon where there's a lot of red bubbles without blue bubbles in the same room, is remembering, okay, if I get bodied and I don't have a potion on me, where can I get my sword back quickly? And if you can't, that's something you have to take into account when you're routing the dungeon. Okay, Moonrisen's making his way back to that manhandler room while Sharky's in the western forest. You gonna take another shot at this to see if it drops anything?
This is the one that Sharky killed earlier.
Yes. Yeah, we know it doesn't drop anything helpful, but the question is going to be whether Moonrisen wants to spend his 1 key to progress in that dungeon, and like Sharky, he does not either. Alright, on Sharky's side, Sharky is going to screen scroll, a skill I have not learned yet, but will at some point, to make his way over to Death Mountain and continue exploration over there. I shouldn't say I haven't learned how to do it. I haven't practiced how to do it. I know how to do it. I just cannot pull it off effectively on command. I can block clip, but I cannot screen scroll yet. I'll get there.
Yeah, there's our other hint shop at vanilla prices. And magical sword up east of the mountain, I think this is. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Two screen spot. 2 screens east of vanilla 1Q9. There we go. Words are hard. Alright, ye old arrow block pushes. What's in here? Just a game. Just casinos. Okay, so our runners are kind of tracing each other's prior footsteps here. Sharky's up on Death Mountain, and Moonrisen's down in the Lost Woods. They'll see what the others found when they were in those respective spots. But one thing we have not seen a lot of yet are dungeons. We still are missing 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. And we've seen a lot of the overworld up, say, except for maybe Far West Death Mountain. So that, and we have a second quest overworld, so that portends the potential for overworld blocked dungeons, as in multiple.
And as we just saw on MoonrisenPhoenix's screen, you got a cave at 1Q3, which is, if you weren't absolutely sure yet, you're absolutely sure you're on a full second quest overworld.
Yeah, and given the money troubles that Moonrisen had earlier, that, yeah, if he hadn't figured it out before, now he knows that one large secret he found is all he's getting. So, kind of a poverty seed, but at least he has a candle, so he can at least, do some of the overworld exploration he needs to do. Oh, as we have a raid coming in from SpeedGaming Francais. Bienvenue! Welcome!
We're in week 1 of the Random Percent Tournament 2023 for Zelda 1.
Alright, so Moonrisen... Okay, is Moonrisen going back to 5? This would be interesting.
I mean, we're not finding a lot of dungeons. One having some trouble. 8, we don't want to go any more in there, so that 5's the option.
Yeah, I mean, it's either spend that 1 key in that first room entering 1, or go dig 5, try to find that staircase that takes you up to the top half of the room, or go into the robot fist.
Meanwhile, Sharky finds a shop with the cheaper key and the blue ring.
Well, that far south path isn't going to get you up where you're going, but at least Moonrisen picked up a second key. That has to feel worth it at least. Sharky on Sharky's side here on the left, patiently waiting for this stubborn blue Lionel to quit being so far away. Yeah, you have meat. You put it down in 72 other screens. Why not put it down here and see what happens? Be nice if you could throw the meat, but we haven't figured that out how to do that in this game yet. How do you say throw the meat in French? I don't know. Don't have time to look it up. Okay, so good news, Sharky is looking at caves in Eastern Death Mountain. Bad news, Sharky's down to 2 bombs, and there are 3 bomb spots over here. Lance la viande, according to chat, is how you say throw the meat. Thank you, or I guess I should have merci beaucoup. Thank you.
And this section of the level 5 is ladder blocked.
Yeah, and it's full ladder blocked because you can't get unless we miss the transport staircase over here. Then yeah, you can't get to the transport staircase without the ladder.
One of our possible flags is important items in 9. The ladder will not be there if it turns on.
Yeah, and we know that now because you need the ladder. You may need the ladder in order to finish, in order to get the item out of 5, which could be important.
Well, just the no, we got the Triforce then, right?
Yeah, you did.
So,
we have the.
So actually, the ladder could be actually that doesn't discount the ladder yet. Then
not yet, anyway, but we're close. Sharky buys some bombs. Sharky might also want to buy. Nope, not yet. Not going to buy arrows yet. Moonrisen is though, and I suspect he's going to buy a 4-pack of bombs too while he's here, and then head on into level 1.
Only 1 bomb, might even buy 2.
I would be sorely tempted as well. Just you don't know what else once you get through that 1 key room you're going to need.
And indeed, the second bombs were purchased before death by Lionel Beam.
Yeah. I might consider saving here. Yeah, and Moonrisen's going to do exactly that. While you have 2 keys, 8 bombs, before you stick your face in 1. All right, Sharky. Oh, there we go. Sharky got that block clip into the bush, which is hard. There's a specific pixel you have to get on in order to be able to pull off that block clip, and it can be tough to see on the screen with the bush. It's much easier to line up the block clip with the block because there's a little square inside the block you can line link up on. With that, it's a specific little dot on the right side of the bush that you have to line up against.
I'm guessing Sharky didn't have bombs over up on the northeast because got 6 hearts and there's a white sword waiting up there.
Has Sharky seen that cave though? I'm wondering whether Sharky may have orphaned that bomb cave check.
Is probably didn't have bombs first time up there.
Yeah. So, but the good news is that we suspect that there's an important item in 1, which would mean that Sharky's gonna have to go up there anyway. So you would hope that Sharky would bomb that spot while he's up there.
Enemies today look to be they're plus or minus HP, whether it's 2 or 4, we're not really sure.
Yeah, chat making a good point. We are 40 minutes in, and we don't have any dungeon items yet, other than hearts. So we appreciate our tracker Potato Failure. Potato Failure's probably run to the convenience store maybe a couple times since we started. He's had the time while we're waiting on our runners to find stuff that would get us items. But so far, this seed has been very stingy.
We have not seen any hearts in staircases. We do have the coast heart, so it does not indicate much yet, but we haven't seen much yet.
Yeah, we've seen one floor heart, and that was in level 5. Moonrisen got that, I believe. But beyond that, it's just been take any's. Oh, Moonrisen takes death up on Death Mountain, living up to its name. Meanwhile, Sharky, I think, if Sharky can get some health refilled here, Sharky seems like about to find level 5. You be careful, you're down to half a heart. To answer a question in chat, we're not sure if Sharky knows where the white sword is. We know it is up in the northeast, one screen south of where one is in this seed. Oh, took a death right there. I would have filled up the heart at the ferry before doing that. One screen south of where the potion letter is in First Quest Vanilla. Moonrisen has found that, but it takes 6 hearts to pick up. So Sharky hasn't gone up there yet, although Sharky may be on their way there right now.
Of course, those river spots do bomb in the full second quest overworld, where one of the caves is second quest level 8. But we don't know it's there because we have no ladder.
Quite right, and those can be spots where that could be some of our overworld block dungeons. That could be where they're hiding out. And we thought ladder would be the thing that would, or ladder, recorder would be the thing that would unlock a lot of spots where we can find dungeons. But it could just as easily be those 2 spots there.
All of our overworld items has indicated vanilla, so we need to see at least one dungeon item before we can really call that.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm working on a underinformed hypothesis, let's say. Oh, Sharky tried to do the thing to neutralize the Beamos by getting right in the middle of the room between those two statues. If you do it and are on the right spot, those statues can't shoot you. But the problem is if you're in a Guerrilla room like that, you're sitting duck for boomerangs right to the noggin.
And to answer chat, no, our enemy roads were definitely shuffled today. They've all been found, and it's a vanilla start, forgotten spot, below the waterfall, and coast raft spot.
Yeah, so good coverage of the map. I wouldn't say those are the most useful spots that they could be. 7 HP blue gorillas in a BMO shooter room on Green Tunic is not my idea of fun, but Sharky's going to go try and do it anyway. Or, okay, we're going to see what's over here to the west. Well, one likes to eat keys, and it just ate one. Yeah, Kairos, I don't know about you, but at this point, if I'm Sharky, yeah, I might try to beat this room and see if I get a helpful drop. Yeah, I leave that room and reset it. But I'm also strongly considering going to buy at least 1 key.
And Sharky does know where the cheap key, and Sharky does know where the cheaper key is. It's over on West Death Mountain.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a hike, but at this point, it might be worth it. This might be a key-starved seed. Second quest generally is a pain in the butt for key management, even in your smaller levels. So I would be considering, with a 2Q overworld, going to buy some keys.
I'm not sure. Chet said about gambling for some rupees. I'm not sure if there's any convenient ones close by to their starting out location. Like we saw, I know one was up at the Arrow in East Death Mountain, and that's definitely not convenient at all.
Here's another thing you could consider if you're intent on beating this room that Sharky's in right now. I suppose you could consider going to buy a potion, and trying to cheese your way through with beams in the doorway. It's another option if you don't want to go buy keys, but I think for multiple reasons, keys are going to be the smarter purchase here.
No, Sharky, turn around, bomb that!
Oh no! Oh, you just got bombs.
He farmed bombs and went right back in. It's like, but if you bomb that cave, you get a white sword.
Yeah, things get a heck of a lot easier. Oh, and I get why. I don't think Sharky's bombed that way. So the hope was that, oh, maybe this opens it up. But yeah, no, it's either that room and get a key or an item, or go buy a key, or you could go do what we're rooting for and go back out and go bomb that spot.
Sharky's just like laser focused on this level 1 right now. It's like I spent the key. I gotta go.
And I get the impulse. I totally do, because you've cleared so much of the overworld, and at this point you kind of have to think, okay, level 1 is the thing that's going to open this up to find the rest of our dungeons and move this along. But
Moonrisen just got another heart container from taking up Death Mountain. Is up to 7 now. He's going to beeline to go get that sword now.
I would too, and he's also going to be happy he's going to be up there with 2 keys. Hey, look, it's a sword you can pick up. He's also going to be happy that he has 2 keys when he goes back into level 1, because he's going to go through that first key door, see another key door, and at least be able to get a little more progress.
Yeah, Moonrise must have retried out of because definitely has checked this before.
He did. Yeah,
Twice.
He did. I think he
Twice.
Was saving. Yeah, I think he saved bombs both times. I think he was safe scumming bombs, but he has his white sword now.
And we do know that the magical sword will be rolled between 10 and 14 hearts.
Yeah, this one could have been rolled and landed at 5. But we know it was rolled because it landed at 6. So that means that the magical sword could be at 12 hearts, but it could be anywhere in the normal rolled range. Yeah, no, if I'm Moonrisen, I paused there too before I hit that key door. It's like, am I going to open this up and see 2 more key doors?
Moonrisen just saved, so I mean.
Oh, that's true. He could turn around and save it, and then I suppose head to 8 at that point.
We'll have to go get the white sword again, but we'll accept that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, so combat's a little bit easier here. That's good news, and that's only 1 key door, but that is a push block. So unless this is segmented, this is an item.
It is the bow.
Okay, so hypothesis is still alive. The vanilla items are in their vanilla locations. Let's see if that holds.
It didn't even roll the boomerang into the staircase.
Yeah, no, the bow is in both first and second quest. The bow is in that dungeon, in that stair spot. So, well, Moonrisen's got some PTSD from those blue Lionels. He wants nothing to do with that room he just went into.
Well, second quest, it's actually a level 5, but yeah.
Oh, that's yeah.
But yes, Moonrisen does still have the arrows purchased, so they're locked and loaded with that bow. Oh, and a boomerang was picked up as well.
Was that a floor item? Okay, well, that might have been the floor item in that blue Gorilla room he bailed out of.
So, I think we can call a first quest, or yeah, we got normal unshuffled items today.
If these items are shuffled, they weren't shuffled very well. Let's put it that way.
It's like the game now has to prove that it didn't, that it did shuffle them. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, and if I'm Moonrisen with that knowledge, well, I would say go to 5. Get the
8.
Yeah, 8. 8's the only place you can go.
I mean, I mean, yeah, they've. I mean, we covered all of West Death Mountain, East Death Mountain. No, I think we got a lot of levels that are blocked.
Yeah, so ladders required, which means you need to find the ladder in 4 if we're right about vanilla item shuffle. So where's 4? It's probably blocked by something, and that something is probably an 8.
Well, we checked most of the power bracelet spots already, if not all of them.
I think we've seen all of the. We've seen the Death Mountain ones, and we've seen the 4 vanilla ones, and the Lost Hills one.
So we definitely need that recorder and possibly the raft as well for that one spot.
There, yeah, we saw the forgotten raft spot. That we know is just a take any, but the other one we have not seen.
Yep, whenever Take Any Roads got us to the coast raft spot, so. But that other one could absolutely be a dungeon.
Okay, Moonrisen's going back to 5. I think Moonrisen may have forgotten that he's ladder blocked, or he may know a path that we didn't see. Or he just wants to beat up on some Gibdos with a white sword. You know, I kind of wouldn't blame him at this point. You're 50 minutes in.
Yep. So, okay, Zols didn't roll down. Or didn't roll up, I mean.
Yes, and it's pretty unlikely at this point that our drop groups have been shuffled as well.
And
yeah, this spot does not bomb.
I thought Moonrisen checked this one already, but
he did. I think it was so long ago, though. I think it was the first time he dipped into 5. This is his 3rd entry into 5, I believe. I think he's forgotten that he bombed that spot already.
All right, Sharky, back in level 1 again. We're not counting how many times our runners are entering level 1 tonight.
It's a lot, but to be fair, the seed is kind of forcing you to be in here a lot. Even though you started with 1, with 1's Triforce, the seed's kind of sticking it to you and saying, no, you need to get items out of here. You'll probably need to be here at least twice.
There's that boomerang.
Okay, so it's not in the Guerrilla room, it's in the Stalfos room. Sharky's about to get locked in this room, unless you can bomb to the left, and Sharky's not even going to try.
Alright, Moonrisen done with level 5 again, for now.
Yeah, and I don't fault the runners for, being kind of where we are at this point in the seed. This seed would be challenging for anybody. This is kind of a nasty one, not in terms of, combat being overly difficult or, having to deal with 2Q7, 2Q8, but just in terms of it's one of these special, get the items in the right order and then you can unlock and see the rest of it type of rolls. Okay, Moonrisen's in here. Oh, but he's in here without a key, and that's going to be the problem. Is Sharky's going to get his bow out of level 1. Oh, now do you try the Kananaki? Well, doing the Kananaki here in this room is going to be really hard. Oh, but could you do it? Could you do it here though?
Tough, but...
Oh, get there! Oh, no, he didn't... nope. I thought he might go for it, but, yeah, I think he realizes he's key blocked now. But the good news is that that's a problem he can solve. He has the money to solve it.
And ladder blocked again. So, is that room the key with to our problems, though?
I think that, yeah, that room with the 2 Zols and the traps in it, it has to be. You have to be able to go up through that key room, because we don't know what's in that room. Neither of our runners have unlocked that door. So we don't know what's in there yet, but unless there's some other way that we can find a dungeon somewhere, that's got to be our answer. And Moonrisen is hopefully going to fill up on hearts and then go get a key.
Yeah, with the knowledge we have, it appears that that room has to have either a staircase to get us up to the top half of 8, or it's got to have an important item to get us somewhere.
Yeah, because our runners are kind of out of options otherwise. Okay, so has Moonrisen seen the Blue Ring Shop? I take it he has, given that he's beelining for Death Mountain, because I think that's where it was. Oh, a Sharky takes a death there. Moonrisen probably consulting his tracker. Trying to remember where... yeah, because if I'm him, I'm buying 2 keys.
Need more money for 2 keys.
Well, from the Blue Ring Shop, I think there's 60 vanilla.
No, they're 80.
Oh, they're 80. Okay, well, you get one, and maybe you can farm?
It's the bait is the cheap one, is it 60?
That's right, it's 60 there. Yeah, that's right. It's been so long since I played vanilla.
But if our thoughts about what the items are in 8 is true, it's got to be the staircase in that room in 8.
Yeah, and that has to be where Moonrisen's heading with this 1 key here.
We got to be missing something. If we are if we're supposing that we have vanilla items, what are we missing right now in terms of finding other dungeons?
Ooh, that's a good question, because if it's first quest vanilla item configuration, then that means 8 has the book and the NE key. And yeah, how do either of those things get you access to other dungeons?
We must be missing something that's accessible right now. Are we missing a power bracelet spot, maybe?
Ooh, that's possible, but I feel like we've seen all the power bracelet spots. We've seen the 3 Death Mountain ones. The only one that we might not have seen is the one 2 screens east of Vanilla Start.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I know we saw the one by the fairy fountain. I'm pretty sure, almost absolutely sure we saw the one below level 5, where 2Q4 is. So, but yeah, because if it is vanilla items, that's not our answer.
Yeah. Now, as we said, it is possible that the items have been shuffled, but for whatever reason...
Chat's saying that we had a Goma in level 5, I think.
Oh, that would... Okay. So that would open
there's
something
our key. That gets us our recorder.
Yes, that can get us our recorder. Okay. And Sharky's in 5 now, so let's see what Sharky's at. Oh, that's interesting that door opens to the right there. I don't know that either of our runners bombed to the right there or popped that open.
Oh, it was an 8 was where the Goma was, but that's still our same problem.
Okay. Oh, wait, scratch that. Moonrisen did do this check, but Moonrisen had the map when he did it. Sharky has not... Sharky's not seen the middle section of this Shapes 5.
Alright, MoonrisenPhoenix going back to level 8, it appears, with a bow and arrows. Nope, gonna go elsewhere. Where are we going?
That's a really good question. I'm not sure where I would go if I were the runners at this point, and I felt like I was beating my head against a wall with all this.
Did we do the coast at all?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't recall seeing those 2 bomb spots on the coast. As Sharky's going to get the map out of level 5 and see our Rock'em Sock'em robot friend.
It is definitely, even without all the spaces being available to roll into being caves, it's, I mean, where do you go? What have you missed? We're doing full clear of the overworld, minus the important items we don't have yet.
Yeah, you need ladder in at least one dungeon, possibly two, and yeah, where else is there to go? And that's why I completely agree with the runners, just kind of sitting on their pause screen. They're just thinking, what have I missed? What have I not done? That, and that's the other thing you're worried about this far in is, oh God, has my opponent cracked the code yet? And I haven't.
Who rolled this stinker? Oh wait.
Why, no one me.
It was me.
Okay, I've rolled my share of stinkers before, but yeah, no, I did not want anything to do with this one. I did not know we would be doing this, but this is the beauty, the ugly beauty of random percent, is sometimes you end up with a real jigsaw puzzle of a scene.
Yeah, one Triforce per hour so far. That's
I don't like that raid. I do have to get up in the morning. Okay, this is interesting. Moonrisen's going back into 1. And okay, Moonrisen's gonna go try and fight this room again. Oh, okay. I would freeze the room. I would, yeah, I see what he's doing here. Oh, good idea. But I would go in and out. I would reset the room so that I don't have to beat 4 of those on 3 hearts, that I only have to beat 2.
Alright, Sharky refills some bombs. Yeah, you gotta waste those bombs now.
Yeah, you were so happy to get them. Yeah, get that heart, Moonrisen. There you go. Okay. I would drop a bomb right there and not waste my time with these guys. Absolutely nothing in that room. Well, that just has to feel like a gut punch.
Yeah, the answer's gotta be an 8. Because we know we can't access the top of 5 without a staircase, and we can't get to that E section of 5 without the ladder.
Yeah, there's something missing that we've all walked by that will open this up for everybody, but neither of our runners have seen it yet. Okay, we haven't seen this room before. Moonrisen spent a key here to see what... Okay, can you bomb down from here? No. Ah, that's the other... Yeah, that's the other progress in 1. Retry, get your key back, and go up in that room there. Ah, that was the issue in 5. Yeah, you got to this room here where you need to get to the staircase, and yeah, your ladder blocked out of there.
Yep. I mean, because they've checked literally every other room in here, and you got a unbreakable wall going to next to the Triforce room, and ladder blocked for the Dig Dogger there.
I am going to be very curious to see the map of this. Okay, oh, this could be a push block. Okay, this can be a push block room. Here we go. This might be our answer.
Okay, yeah, okay. This There's our staircase. That's how we get to the top. That's how we get a recorder. Or its recorder itself.
Okay, so Moonrisen used his key here, and we have a segmented level 1. Okay, this might explain some things.
Alright, we got a block clip of Sharky. Moonrisen gets a key back. Question is, how many hits are these Dark Nuts?
Too many is the answer to that question, I think, for the runners at this point in the proceedings. We're an hour and 5 in, and both of them have to be frustrated at this point. I know I would be. Okay, we are patiently waiting as Sharky is block clipped into the middle of the room and is going to safely take care of these blue dark nuts.
And Moonrisen's in that top segment, messing with the red and blue bubbles. Hey, there's the compass.
Yeah, that should be about it for level 1. But at least, okay, we have our transport here, so we're going to be able to see the rest of the dungeon. See where that takes us up. Oh, of course, right into the pointy part of the head of the robot. All right, here's our item in level 5. Is this useful?
Show us a recorder. It is
there
the recorder.
We go. All right.
And our suspicion is there's a lot of levels behind that thing.
Boy, there have to be, don't there? I mean, my gosh. And now, now we answer the question of, okay, does this take us to beaten or unbeatens? And if so, are they vanilla? This looks like it takes us to vanilla unbeatens?
Well, it depends on what's underneath here. It is a level, so that's an unanswered question yet. We don't know if that's going to vanilla unbeaten or new unbeaten.
Or actual unbeaten. Either way, it's useful. There's the answer to our question.
Good point, Chad. It's vanilla unbeaten because you'd have to blow it a lot more to get the 6.
That's right, because the first blow, when you first toot it, to use Jess Andy's parlance, it assumes you were the last place you were was 1, so it'll take you to 2, which is what happened in this case.
I forget about that little nuance.
All right, so we have a new level. This is good. This is progress. It's level 6. We're full shapes. So no predicting how messy a map we're going to be looking at. We've already seen 2 segmented levels in 1 and 5. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. 5 was not. 1 and 8. 8 is segmented, 1 is segmented. 5 was not, but it had a required transport to get to the recorder. So none of our levels so far have been particularly kind to the runners. Okay, Moonrisen's back in 5. I think he's realizing he's out of options. He has to have missed something in here, and he's going to find his blue dark nut room here in a second.
I think there was a ladder block for going from the left. You have to go from the right to get to that dark nut room.
Or I think you had to maybe bomb up from below, but it was just to the left of that double moat dig dogger room that's blocking the arm of the robot.
Up is also ladder block too, so I think.
Ew.
Yeah. See.
Oh yeah, no, I meant one room to the right from here. If you bomb up, I think you can get up there.
Okay. There's a lot of river rooms in here.
Now Moonrisen's going to clear this room here because maybe he thinks that he forgot to clear it, and maybe this is a drop room where he can get a useful item. We know that's not the case, but he'll figure that out here in a minute.
And 6 is big.
Yeah, 6 is... What is 6? Oh, Sharky, you're not going to be able to dodge all those red bubbles if you want that compass. 6 is...
Or to just get past the room.
Yeah, or just progress, yeah. 6 is some sort of dancing ghost, maybe? Okay. Oh, good. You can bomb. Hey, you can make progress in a level. This is a novel concept. Ew, more bad news for our runners. The Vires do not go down to 1 bomb shot.
Okay, so yeah, there's the bomb hole that we got to go through for Moonrisen, and here you go. Have a Blue Lagoon.
Fancy footwork is going to be required to pull this one off.
Oh, the dangerous space.
I mean, he's doing well so far, and he's using the lag in the room that's generated with 8 of these guys to his advantage to try to... yeah, and was able to get the clip through here. Don't get bodied into... Oh, no! Okay, but at least he knows where he has to be.
Hopefully he stays the course.
Well, I'm just saying, that's a key in that like on Sharky's side. I would consider getting that.
So to sum up, we have a second quest overworld, full shapes dungeons, vanilla items, and well, we had very few dungeons available to begin with. A lot of ladder blocks, and we had to defeat this room that MoonrisenPhoenix is in order to get the recorder.
Yep, and okay, good. He's decided to use the block clip strategy. I would also, if they're not coming over, I would consider bombing my way through this room. You have 7 of them, and you know where the bomb shops are.
Moonrisen's trying to get back onto the clip in the middle there. Oh, took a bop there. No.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to up A.
Mm-hmm.
He's close enough because that's at Death Armos. I would consider going to fill up with. I would consider going to the Fairy Fountain if I was him, and then coming back.
Yeah, as long as you get into the block clip there, then you're fine. It just took 1 hit before it could get into the middle one.
Yeah, that's true. But I would imagine the runners are pretty frustrated at this point, so I can imagine the frustration. Yeah, there you go. Now you're in the block. Okay.
I'm going to stay here and poke my pointy stick.
Yep, and I don't care if this takes 5 minutes. I am not budging. I will spend all my bombs. I do not care. I'm pushing this block. I don't think these guys rolled down, but I also don't think they rolled up. I think they take normal HP.
And we got a 4-headed Gleeok that is guarding that Triforce at level 6.
Boy, this seed's not for this being full shapes dungeons. This seed is not doing the runners any favors.
Yeah, we got a doozy tonight. This is quite a bit of time in for having one extra Triforce. Barely any items. MoonrisenPhoenix finally clearing this room, sees the transport. Definitely going to take it, and we're not far away from that recorder.
Nope, one screen over. Now, my question is, if you see the recorder at this point, do you burn the recorder in the dungeon? Because I would. I would pick it up, but I would also burn it.
No burning today.
Oh, okay. I'm more petty than Moonrisen is. But an instant up A save, and now you go start blowing your flute. He's gonna go over. He's gonna walk over to this spot. What he's gonna find is he's gonna find level 6. But I would probably have done what Sharky does. I want to know immediately where this takes me.
And both runners in level 6. Yeah, and Furious Escape pointing out, gotta find level 4. Get that ladder. Because we know we need it to, we've seen plenty of the river rooms in 8. We don't need it in 5 because we found the transport to get around all those ladder blocks.
Yeah, but we are ladder blocked in 8. And yeah, I see folks making a point in chat about I'd save 6 for later. If you weren't an hour 15 in, I think I would agree with you. But at this point, I understand where the runners are coming from. They have to be frustrated, and at this point, you're just like, finally, something new. It's like it feels probably like living in kind of a small town where you have one restaurant, and then you move to a town with 2 restaurants, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have choices for dinner.
Well, one thing that we've seen so far is we're building up some keys in this level 6, so it's not the worst in the world.
Yeah, that has to be a relief. But at the same time, if we're right that items are in their vanilla dungeon locations, we know where the NE key is. It's just in a level where we can't. We're ladder blocked out of it now. As Moonrisen gets the info about our ghost level 6.
All right, take 2. Sharky versus the Gleeok. And of course, the door on the right's shuttered.
And no 0 HP bosses in this one. That would be too kind to the runners.
Yeah, we saw him get 1 or 2 hits on that first try at this Gleeok. But yeah, the magical key that provides all the keys is in level 8, according to our,
It's our working hypothesis, yes.
Improbable odds otherwise.
Yeah, and if I'm Moonrisen, I may dig this a little bit, but I'm getting up A from there after getting grabbed by the pancake. I'm getting that Triforce, I'm getting out, I'm blowing the whistle, I'm seeing where else I can find. Because if this takes me to unbeatens, not just vanilla unbeatens, but regular old unbeatens, then we can turn on the jets and start digging. That's exactly what Sharky's going to do, find out where this takes us. Where are we headed?
We're heading to vanilla level 3, which we already know is not important.
Well, oh darn, and this is something, so it's a second quest overworld, so if you blow the whistle again, does that take you to the other raft spot?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because we don't have raft yet, and if it does, I'm blowing that whistle again. I understand Sharky's going to go check this spot here with the whistle, but I want to know what's at that other raft spot, because it just mathematically, it can't be that 5 dungeons are whistle blocked. Or maybe it can. Okay, Sharky is... Alright, Moonrisen's going back to 6. Sharky is going to 1Q7. If this is 2Q Overworld, that's not going to blow. Okay, so Sharky's going to be checking all the overworld flute spots in second quest, trying to find something good. Finding money so far, but no other levels.
Yep, little money at that for the past 2 spots.
Right, so Moonrisen is steadily making his way in the general direction of the Triforce. I wouldn't, if we're right, the wand is here in 6, then I don't know that I'd be taking a whole lot of time. Sharky is thinking about a potion purchase. I actually do like this. You don't have key problems right now. What you do have is combat problems. Or a defense problem.
Yes, we are 1 hour and 20 minutes in with 3 Triforces, and we even started with 2 of them. So it's a little worse than you might realize.
Yeah, as me being a fairly novice runner, it's a lot worse than you would think, actually. Okay, Sharky's gonna... Oh no, I thought Sharky blew the whistle there. Yeah, this feat has been doing no favors for the runners. Even our most experienced runners would be really frustrated here as Moonrisen gets a break and finds level 4 very close to the runner's start screen.
And definitely Uncle Wizzy's Funhouse here.
Yeah, not my idea of fun. The enemies have been shuffled in the Shapes dungeons, so gonna be a challenge for the runners. But Moonrisen's doing the smart thing here and is trying to cycle the room out and get an easier enemy set. That's not going to be the case in this room, but very well could be a push block.
Yeah, we have it is vanilla enemy sets. It's just that in the vanilla game 4 doesn't have the Wizrobes.
Correct. That's what I meant. Is that there's normally not Wizrobes in 4, but tonight.
But they're part of the level. They're the same set as in level 6, which does have them. It's just they.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I think we're saying the same thing. Yeah. I'm just not saying it as accurately as I could be.
And Sharky's in level 2.
Yeah, on Death Mountain. If I'm Moonrisen here in this room, I have arrows, I have a bow. I'm going to consider shooting those like-likes, and then maybe trying to exit and re-enter the room and see if the like-likes are the primary enemy. They're probably not.
But Sharky picks up a quick Triforce out of level 2. Should know that most valuable thing left in there, probably the heart container if you're going to try to go for mags.
Yeah, or if you just want better defense. I would understand if you wanted to duck in there, but also you're an hour 22 in and you have to be nervous as we have a segmented 4 on top of all the other obstacles our runners are having to deal with.
And there is the Triforce in the other side of the transport.
Interesting, and Moonrisen's going to pick it up. I don't know that I would have picked it up right away because now you have to re-clear that stair room that you just finished. But yeah, he's going right back in. I suppose he could see if this room bombs to the left. But knowing that you have a segmented 4, this may be a scenario... Oh, okay, well he has beams. Maybe he thinks he can manage it that way. Moonrisen being very patient here in this room. Knows what he's up against, but wants to keep those beam swords to make combat easier, not just in this room, but in the rest of the dungeon he's going to have to progress, because he knows Wizrobes are at least in 2 of the rooms in this level 4, so patience is a virtue here.
Loses the beams, but manages to clear the room.
Well, this room absolutely sucks on Moonrisen's side.
Yep, one door on the left, and beam turrets firing off. Yeah, the ladder's going to be deep buried in this floor, it seems, which without a map, it's hard to say where it will be.
It really is, but he's doing the smart thing, using his resources as carefully as he can.
But Sharky is about to experience the wonderfulness of this level 4.
Okay, Moonrisen got down one of the blue whizzies, and he's going to pop out of the room and right back in, try and despawn. Well, he's got 4 enemies, but they're not exactly fun enemies.
Sharky used up a couple bombs to take out the orange wizrobes here. And not getting any bombs in return. Oh, and takes a death.
Oh, yeah. If I'm Moonrisen, get out of that room and reset it. You've got 1 heart. If you die, at least that'll be an easier room to clear.
Alright, down to... Is it a like or a blue wizrobe in this room for MoonrisenPhoenix?
Well, I know what it probably is, but oh, hey, we got a break for the runners finally. Hey, that's great.
But you gotta watch out for those turrets. It's like, I want those bombs.
Yeah, being uber careful. Don't blame him one bit. Here's a stair. This is probably our item. Don't get sniped.
It's all 4 heads, and there's our ladder.
All right, we have progression finally.
Do not let those keys hit you, and we are out of there.
All right, deep breath, up a save, take that ladder and run, and go literally anywhere else.
And Moonrisen does have the Triforce out of level 4.
Yeah, so he never has to go back there. Chat mentioning that, because the flute takes you to vanilla unbeatens, he can't go back to that spot anymore, which is true. But he's got everything he needs out of there. Unless he wants that heart container, it's not going to make much of a difference.
Level 7 in the desert recorder spot. One of them.
Yep, and Moonrisen double-checking his map to make sure that he does not need to go in there. He does not, unless he really wants a red candle.
We have indeed 4 levels so far, recorder block. Will level 3 be recorder blocked as well, or will it be on the other raft spot? We can't whistle there anymore. Or at least not for Moonrisen.
Yeah, so our 2 raft spots are the one we just saw, I think. No, we haven't seen that yet. Ooh. But if I'm Moonrisen, now that I have a ladder, I'm checking this spot. Then I'm going to those 2 ladder spots along the river to see if that's what opens the rest of this up.
Absolutely, yeah. I remember Moonrisen bombing those earlier, but...
Yeah, he bombed them while he had the bombs, but hasn't gone back to check them yet. Oh no, Moonrisen, go check those! Oh good, he heard me. But he didn't actually hear me, but I'd like to think that he did.
Yeah, we are missing level 3 so far. But levels 2, 4, 6, and 7 are all recorder blocked. And look at that Lionel sitting in that cave.
Yeah, how did he get up there? I didn't think those guys could swim, but what do I know?
More money in a block cave.
I mean, if you're going to hide in a cave with some money, I mean, across the river is probably a good place to do it. Here's level 3. We now have all our dungeons, and sure enough, ladder is required in multiple ways in this seed. My God. Now, 3's item, if we're right, is the raft. So the item's not what they're looking for here. They are looking strictly for the Triforce and maybe a heart container if they find it. But they're not going out of their way for it.
And I think Moonrisen's still missing this missing the level 2 that Sharky cleared earlier.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, because it was on West Death Mountain, I think you said?
East
Death Mountain, okay.
But
He'll be back there shortly enough, but the good news is that was a jet too, because it was a fairly instant Triforce. Ooh, do we have a required Goma here too? Oh, my word.
Would be. Level 9 is at the Desert Cave.
Yes, I think our runners found 9 relatively, or everything is relatively early, I guess, if you think about it in this seed. But yeah, our runners already know where 9 is.
And there's our Triforce for MoonrisenPhoenix in level 3.
Okay, so Sharky has filled up on hearts and is going to try to use beam strats to get through this room here in level 4. This is going to be what unlocks the rest of the seed for Sharky. Sharky doesn't know it yet, but ladder is multiple ways required. So Moonrisen's back in 3, and I have to think that the only reason you're back in here is either you want the heart container or you've forgotten that items are in their 1Q locations.
No, he's back in here in order to get the raft because hasn't found level 2 yet, and it could be on the level 4 location.
That's right. He hasn't seen 2 yet. He has the heart container. Okay, but he wants the raft, and yeah, that won't take him very long. And thankfully, it's only 1 check. But yeah, we know that 2's up on Death Mountain.
Right, just like Sharky hasn't found level 3 or 7 yet.
Yeah. So, and I guess if you had to answer the question, well, who's ahead in this seed? Well, the answer is the seed. The seed is ahead. But between our runners, and I feel terrible for our runners having to slog through this seed. This, your first seed of the tournament, and you have to deal with this mess. But they're doing their level best with this, and thankfully we're through the hardest part so far. Yeah, to answer a question in chat as to saying Sharky hasn't found level 7 yet, but Sharky has the Triforce for 7. Our runners in this random % tournament format start with 2 random Triforce pieces that you find out at the beginning of your race when you hit your start screen. You hit start and you go to your item screen and you find out that you start with 2 Triforces. In this case, our runners started with 1 and 7. As we found out. So because they started with 1 and 7, you don't need to get those Triforces in order to be able to enter level 9.
And MoonrisenPhoenix is in a suspected... Well, no, it's got a bomb on it, so...
Yeah, we do not know if remove most open stairs is on as a flag. If I'm Moonrisen, I use an arrow to get that heart. Okay, and Moonrisen's feed's frozen for a moment. We'll get that fixed. But while we're waiting, Sharky is in... Oh, hey, Moonrisen's found an item. It looks like he's found the raft. And Up A saves, and I would imagine is going to flute to somewhere near the raft spot.
Yes, remove open stairs is most certainly on. And Moonrisen may be realizing right now that it's like, I could have fluted to 4 earlier.
Yeah, but not now. He can flute to vanilla 2, 8, and 6, which will be helpful when he has to go find 2 because 2's on Death Mountain. But not right now. You're gonna have to hoof it. Sharky being very patient in this room, which is a good thing because this is the path to the ladder. But yeah, patience is going to be definitely a virtue here. No bombs is going to make this a tough fight, though.
Moonrisen checking out the recorder near start. No dice. But it is another heart container, or could have taken a potion there. Does not have a potion right now.
No. Has the letter, doesn't have a potion. Could buy a potion if they wanted to, but I don't mind the taking of the ninth heart. Not for the possibility of getting mags in a bit, but more for the added defense, knowing you've been struggling with some combat, given what this seed's thrown at the runners.
Alright, Moonrisen taking that raft to the level 4 spot. Don't know what was there, but it was obviously nothing.
Yeah, got Slamooed, which, I mean, at this point, why not? Why not do all the memes while you're here? Sharky's gonna get his ladder out of 4. Alright, and a nice triple kill of the Keese there. Gonna burn the ladder? Okay.
There's our burning tonight. There's our burning. We thought it was going to be the recorder on Moonrisen's side, but no, Sharky gets to burn the ladder.
You know what? The ladder is bigger. It's more flammable. I get it. That's fine. Yeah. It's more sustainable. Let's put it that way.
Sharky, I'll take the heart on the coast while I'm here. Not sure.
Oh, Sharky may be going to the Anti-Rose spot. Oh, no, I guess not.
Doesn't have the raft yet.
Ah, that's right. Can't do it. Okay, so Moonrisen's going to take kind of the loopy way around, check all these recorder spots that Sharky's already checked.
Oh, taking a long way around to the desert. Gonna find the level 7 right here. And wait a second. This is the dungeon I have already.
And and probably thinking like, okay, wait, do I need this? I don't. It's red candle. Probably tracking, thinking, what else have I not checked? Well, the one thing you haven't checked is the two river ladder spots, because that's where level 3 is.
Level 7 is gonna have a red candle in the basement and a heart on the floor someplace.
Okay, yeah, and I think, no, Sharky's feet is frozen. Sharky is not contemplating life choices. That's a frozen feed. So Sharky will be out of level 7 here in a second.
And Moonrisen finds a potion shop at the second Q6 spot, so spends the money, gets the potion.
Yeah, I think that's actually the exact same shop where Moonrisen bought his potion as well. So, yeah, great minds think alike. Okay, we're back on Sharky's side. Sharky probably up a reset and is in the desert and maybe making his way over to the river to check those two raft spots while also checking this flute spot right here. Yes, nice joke in chat. Yes, that was a TV timeout. Yeah, it would be nice if we were sponsored and we had some ad reads to read when our feeds are frozen. But no, we don't have that. This is Twitch, so make up your own sponsorships.
All right, Moonrisen has found level 2. And
finds it and
Triforce.
jets. That is a jet 2. That has to be an oasis in a desert for Moonrisen at this point to finally have something that's jet in this slog of a seed.
All right, looks like Moonrisen's walking. Probably gonna head over to 8, over at the southwest end of Candle Row.
Yeah, that's the nearest thing. One thing I just noticed on Sharky's side, I think we may have encountered a required Goma in level 3, if I remember correctly. If not 3, then at a different level. Sharky does not have arrows. I know Sharky's trying to bomb the wrong spot on the river. There you go. But yeah, and arrows are going to cost 80, and you're not getting silvers because they're in 9. So if, in fact, we do have a required Goma in this level or a different one, Sharky's going to have some more work to do.
Yeah, this is where we saw the Goma with the double shutter. But
okay, on Moonrisen's side, he's back in 8, and he's gonna try and bomb up here. And yeah, you have to succeed here.
But on the other hand, these not having arrows slows you down for these Poles voice.
It really does. That clock helps, but yeah, Moonrisen was able to blast through here, and this was not the push block room, but you kind of have to clear it at this early stage of the level.
Yeah, I think the Triforce is in the room above this one right here for Sharky.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, and so that means that this that Goma room is not required to beat the game, but it is required if you want that raft for whatever reason.
But the bow would sure make that room a lot quicker.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yep, remove most open stairs, get the rupee on top of the ladder there.
And there are 2 transports in this level 8. There are normally 1 in a Shapes dungeon, but because this is single segmented, we know there is a second set of transport stairs.
Movies are making good work of this Dark Nut room with the ladder.
Yeah, and to answer a question in chat, yeah, hint prices, like with the shop prices, were their normal vanilla prices, so the hints are going to be useless. Yeah, peace out of there. You do not have to do that Blue Lagoon room.
Unless the Triforce is there.
Yeah.
Come back when you have a compass.
Come back when the game physically makes you come back.
Alright, Moonrise is gonna... Time to take transports. To the segment, or not? It is in the segment. There's a lot of Pole's voice there.
Yeah, now he'll be able to make short work of them. And you get a key for his efforts down here. Okay, Sharky's got to be careful in this room. Get that heart, that'll help. Alright, is this our other transport, or is this one of our items? Let's find out together.
It's the book.
Okay, and yeah, Trails made a good point in chat that the one thing the book will do for you in terms of hints that is helpful is if you find them in level 9, the old man will tell you the location of Ganon and of the princess. They'll also tell you what enemies guard the map and the compass.
Actually, I think because of the vanilla hints, it's all going to be community or vanilla hints.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, you need to have the hint shops shuffled in some way in order to have one of the three between mixed, helpful, or deceptive hints.
Yeah, that's right.
But it could possibly have the atlas to give you the map of level 9.
Yeah, and this is shapes, so that's going to be very useful for our runners, if nothing else. All right, Moonrisen's in a Goma room with a single push block. This is somewhat likely to be a stair. It is. Is it our second item? It is. It's the any key. That has to be some relief for the runners. Now you just need the Triforce and Jet.
Yeah, 5 keys. You're pretty comfortable, but you're more comfortable with the magical key.
Yeah. The other thing we well, no, I guess if the shop prices are normal, if you run into a mugger, are the mugger prices also normal in that it's a hard container or 50 rupees?
Muggers have a different flag.
Ah, they do. Okay. So it's possible that the muggers could require you to give up keys.
Yeah.
All right, so Moonrisen's in 8, looking for the Triforce. Sharky's in 6, looking for the same.
Well, both runners know where that Triforce is.
Oh, that's right.
4-headed Gleeok.
Yeah, looking for as in looking for a way to survive that fight, I should say.
With the number of hearts and potion, should be able to make it through this time.
You would think, right? Boy, it's looking kind of likely that Blue Lagoon room in the little tip under the P in Temple in 8 might be where our Triforce lives.
Alright, returned to the level 6 Gleeok. There isn't going to take out another 4-headed Gleeok here in this level 8. Maybe this is our answer.
Right, Dueling Dragons. Nope, that's a 5-er. Will Sharky beat the Gleeok? Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion after these messages. And we're back, and the answer is yes.
One thing I'm not sure if we saw was when MoonrisenPhoenix took the transport over to the segment, it was the Pole's voice room. I don't know if that room ever got cleared or not because of the room of open stairs. It could have been a compass or Triforce there.
Oh, you are exactly right. Yeah, that room did not get cleared by Sharky. Moonrisen, sorry. Okay, we're going to try to clip in here, or are we just going to swing away?
Yes.
Yeah. At this point, it's just whatever we need to do, right?
All right, managed to make the clip in this time. And once again, thanks to our tracker potato failure. Took a little while to get things rolling, but we're cooking now. Still a little slow, but it has been a slog.
It has. If you plan to go to the grocery store before they close tonight after the seed, I'm sorry. I hope you have a late night grocery store.
All right, one blue dark nut down. And Sharky is
Yep.
in level 8 as well to find out what's here.
Yeah, and Moonrisen bailing from the block clip when it's down to 5 dark nuts. I would too. You have 9 hearts. You've got white sword. You should be okay to be able to fight this. Just get on the tiles. Don't be on the half tiles.
By the way, did either of our runners check that key door left of that manhandla? Well, it doesn't matter now because MoonrisenPhoenix just got that Triforce from the ugly, ugly blue dark nut room.
Yes, and to answer your question, yes, I believe Moonrisen saw it a long time ago. He went in there. There was a Goma, and that was it. I think. Okay, so Moonrisen needs 1 Triforce, and it's level 6, and he knows exactly where that is.
Get a little top up at the fairy fountain.
Yep, and he should know he's got a 4-headed Gleeok fight ahead of him, so take care of this here, and then off you go to 9. Oh, hello, 9. Moonrisen, do you have the Triforce in 6? Okay. Yeah, I want to get to level 9 too. By the way, by my count, that was 57 rooms in level 9. That is, as they say, a chunky boy.
Yes, and we did confirm our Atlas.
Yes, we did. That's a good call out.
Although with how chunky that one was, it's pretty hard not to. It's pretty hard to not miss the bomb holes.
Yeah, that's right. And if there is one saving grace of a chunky shapes level 9, it's that it makes it slightly less likely that you're going to have to find the magical staircase that it takes you. That is your only path to get to either Ganon or Zelda.
And for Sharky, this level 8 is a lot more painful without having the arrows to deal with those poles voice, because there's quite a number of rooms with them.
Yeah, there really are, and you're an hour 52 in, but so you're thinking, oh god, time is precious. But at the same time, your opponent hasn't hit dot done yet either, so you have to feel a little bit like, well, okay, maybe this is the terrible seed for everybody.
All right, Sharky's in the Triforce room. Does he nope out of it?
Well, he runs screaming, first of all, which is the right response when you see 8 blue dark nuts in a room when you are on green tunic.
Well, giving it a shot, not trying to block clip yet. Oh, takes the death.
Oh, and that's a bit of a hike up from start, so that's going to be a bit of a time sink.
Yeah, not sure if Moonrisen. I don't remember if his path earlier made it into that Leok room or not.
Or yeah, he may think that this is the only path into that room. But yeah, if he checks his map, he'll see he doesn't have to clear this room.
Looks like he may have been in there earlier from the map on the upper screen.
Yeah, and I think he sees that he got in there from a different direction, so that should tell him he doesn't have to fight that room with the blue wizzies. Okay, Moonrisen filled up back up on hearts, so I'm wondering if he used a potion on the way over to make that Gleeok fight a bit easier. Ooh, this room, to your point earlier about Pulse Voice, this room in a quad shooter is going to be a big challenge if you don't have arrows. Alright, well the suspense was killing us, but Moonrisen did in fact beat that Gleeok. He now has all 8 Triforces, and he can enter the chunky level 9. Yep, and he's going to go top off his last couple of hearts here with this fairy fountain here, head right into level 9. And if this seed has any grace to it at all, we will have a quick find of silvers.
And here we go, level 9. Got up and to the right options for the into old man room.
And hey, here's a friend.
Patra.
We haven't seen this friend in a while. How you doing, buddy? I'm sure you've been. Did you have something to read while we were trying to get to you? I hope so, because it's been a while. Yep. So he quickly dispatches of that Patra, and I'm gonna check every stair because you're looking for red ring. You're looking for silvers. That's the first of 6 transport stairs that will be in this Shapes level 9. Meanwhile, on Sharky's side, trying to deal with that manhandler. If Sharky goes one room to the left, Sharky will get that compass, tell him exactly where the Triforce is. Moonrisen's going to be very careful in this room. Meanwhile, Sharky's out of bombs. Is able to escape, but nothing to show for it other than a dead plant. Well, here's an item. It's not the item that will enable them to beat the game, but it's certainly a sight for sore eyes in terms of defense. That will quadruple Moonrisen's defense and make that Ganon fight that much more easy to deal with.
And we do get one bomb hole out of this room.
Moonrisen's going to go check this room over here to the left. He does need to clear this to see if this is where Zelda's hiding. He also needs to not die.
Red ring helps a lot for that.
Also has 5 bombs. I'd consider using one of them here, getting them back. Well, now maybe let's see what we can do. Now, there's an item in the corner there. I don't know. I think that means this has to be a push block. Yes, it does.
Sharky, willing to go back into the blue dark nut room, maybe?
Where's Sharky headed? Is there an easier enemy set over here? Yes. Oh, but gets bodied by a Pole's voice in a Chevy room. Back to start goes Sharky.
Meanwhile, we got some more feed interruptions here.
But we're in a room with orange wizrobes here with a key on the floor in a push block room. That push block does push. Do we have another transport here? Yes, we do. And we're going to take this one. I think this is number 3 we've seen. Boy, Sharky is not going to go up into that room with the Goma in it. That's really interesting.
Moonrisen takes out one of the land molas, the other one hides away forever. Till, well, 5 more rooms or so later.
Yeah, until in about 2 minutes. All right, so far we've seen a decent amount of 9. Moonrisen is probably in all likelihood going to go straight up from here and see if he can find, if not the silvers, at least the path to Ganon.
Oh, shoot.
Well,
not that way.
Yeah, this is looking a little more linear than you would think from the chunkiness that you see on the map. Moonrisen's going to do the smart thing here in this stair room, which is a room he has not seen. He has not checked the stair. But he wants to, so he's going to despawn the... hope to despawn the more difficult enemies, but unfortunately going to get 2 and 2. Also going to try and block lep in here, but that's really tough to do in a diamond stair room when the Wizzies like to do exactly what you see right there. Bounce around the perimeter of that diamond. For whatever reason, but a nice block clip into the stair and find staircase number or transport staircase number 4.
Come on, Twitch. Give us our feed. It went somewhere. I went a little bit to the northeast.
Okay, and on Moonrisen's side, he's going to bomb to the right here. This is the room we have not seen yet. Oh, wrong floor drop. You really wanted the compass there. Oh, we have a sound of bacon roasting quietly. So that's over in the column on the far right. As Sharky finds the book and will pass on it, interestingly. Oh, that's a problem. Moonrisen's out of bombs. And unless you can bomb to the south here, that will be a magical staircase required to get to those 3 bottom rooms in the bottom row on the right. The other possibility is that Ganon is just north of that old man on the far right. Okay, Sharky's finally going to make his way into this room, see the compass on the floor, grab it immediately, and then throw up in his mouth when he sees what room the Triforce is in.
It's like, I've been in there a couple times already.
Yep, all right. Find bombs.
Gotta save after this?
Yeah, yep. I would up a save. You're already right here. Unless, there's one other thing he could be doing. He could be going to I see what he could be doing. Go get the ferry, then up a save, then your health refills and you walk back.
Does that work on a save? I know it works on a continue.
Or I'm sorry, yeah, continue.
So he's not saving the bombs.
Oh, darn it. Wish you could do both. That would be great.
Oh, okay. It does work on a save, just not retry. Or, well, we're just gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, you're 2 hours in at this point. I mean, yeah, you're thinking, I know where Ganon is, I just don't know how to get there. So let's see if I can bomb down, get to Ganon, at least have a path there. Maybe Silvers will be nearby.
Sharky's on the block clip. We'll eventually get this Triforce.
Okay, you can bomb down here. And hey, just bombs taunting you as you come in. This block's a push block room.
I don't hear a roar this time, though.
I don't either. I think that means our boy is hiding behind that old man.
And there's a blank spot to the left of that room, and yeah.
Yeah, you've got to come in from the south. Wow. Okay. Yep. And Moonrisen's going to check this room just to make sure it's an old man.
I think he randomized to the one of the vanilla. Yeah, the one that we had for before we had Atlas. Or no, I'm confused now.
Yeah, I think we're all confused at this point. This has been a real slog of a seed. So yeah, Moonrisen's gonna. Yeah, he realized that. Oh wait, that's an old man. There's one way to get to Ganon, and it's going in from the north.
It is an exercise in persistence.
And this is why I don't like exercise. Because you end up with things like this.
Going up from here, another shoot room, the opposite direction.
The good news for Moonrisen is that he can skip all of these rooms because he knows he just needs a staircase. He needs the push block that gets him to the Silvers, and then he needs the path to Ganon. All right, Sharky has his Triforce out of level 8. He's into level 9. And which way is he going to go?
Yeah, asking for a bait block in 9, and yes, we did start with a bait, which...
Yeah, that would be poetic, but not in the poetic fun way. I don't know that would be funny in a funny haha kind of way at this point. Yeah, really well-timed clock for Moonrisen, and he's going to find that one room with a diamond stair leads to another one, and this one he has not been in. So he needs to clear this for 2 reasons. One, because that could be the door to the princess. It's not, but this could be our item.
The previous room, it had a staircase that actually got us closer to Ganon. We just don't know what it was on the other side of that because we had a little bit of stream hiccup.
Yeah, that's true. Moonrisen does. Oh, he's found the path to Ganon. Now, has he found a way to Silvers? Is the problem? Oh my God! To get to Ganon, you have to go through 2 rooms of red bubbles. That's just mean.
Bring your potion with you. Alright, Sharky back in level 9 with no bombs.
Oh, but on Moonrisen's side, he has no sword, and he gets grabbed by a pancake and is forced to up A. He's going to up A save to get his sword back.
That would be where the wand might have come in handy.
Yeah, I mean, he did have arrows and he did have bombs as a way to get out of that, but with only six rupees, you're worried about having enough arrows to beat Ganon at the end of the day.
All right, Sharky through staircase number 1.
Okay, Moonrisen headed back in stair number 1. Still has to find silvers, but 10 hearts, red ring, and that gives you about as much ammunition as you can hope for at this point. So he's going to go up. I don't know that we've seen down to the bottom left of the map, and I'm wondering if you need a magical staircase to get over there.
We saw 4 rooms down there.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Sharky finding the red ring.
We'll happily pick it up with 8 hearts and green tunic after all the 2+ hours of slog we've had to be dealing with. Yeah, grab that and run.
All right, Moonrisen finishes off this room without being eaten up. Below here is the shoot room next to start. And hello, Petra.
All right, to answer a question in chat, we do know the location of Ganon. Ganon is in the far right column, 3 cells up from the bottom, or 2 cells up from the bottom cell.
To the right of that gap.
Yeah, just right to that. Yeah, just to the right of that gap, and right below that room is an old man room. So you have to enter it from the north, and the 2 rooms north of that room are filled with red bubbles. So, hooray!
We had not actually gone into that room with Ganon, so we do not know if it is a vanilla Ganon room or not.
Okay, here's a likely stair room. We only have a couple of transports left, so we're running out of options for where these silvers can be.
And there we go.
Hey, finally!
2 hours, 14 minutes, 18 seconds. We are go mode. We just need to find out where Zelda is hiding today.
Zelda's not in her vanilla room. It's entirely possible she's in that room right there. No dice. If I'm Moonrisen, I try to bomb right out of that room you were just in case Zelda's in that far column up in the top, or in that room over there. Yeah, I'm now strongly suspecting Zelda's in that room just below where Moonrisen is right now.
Does not bomb that way either. Does this one bomb? No.
So do you have to bomb up then from that room with the red bubbles just north of where Ganon is? Maybe? Now this is one part of level 9 where not having the book is gonna be a bit of a hindrance for Sharky. Sharky does not know how big this level 9 is, so it's gonna be a while before he finds the map.
The map's one below the empty room next to Ganon. It's in the middle of a square boat.
Yeah, but given where he is right now, he may not get over there for a good long. He may not get back over there for a good long while.
All right,
here we go.
Ganon in the vanilla room.
Zero HP. Really? This is the one thing where we have 0 HP in this whole slog of a seed. Is 0 HP Ganon. There's our compass, and that confirms Zelda's exactly where we think she is. Alright, so if Moonrisen goes straight up and can bomb north in this room, he's got the solution of the puzzle.
Red ring, just plow through, bomb it, and
he's got it.
Maze room, dodge and whiz robes, and get your GGs out for MoonrisenPhoenix.
Finishing with a racetime.gg official time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, get out of here. 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 9 seconds. We can breathe, everybody. This seed is in fact beatable. All right, we're gonna do our best to get Moonrisen up here in the. Oh, hey! Here is our winner. I'm gonna use winner in quotation marks for tonight's race. Oh, MoonrisenPhoenix, GG's on one heck of a slog.
Thank you, and wow, oh my goodness, winner in quotation marks. Truer words were never said. Oh, what was that?
Well, it was something. I guess I'm going to ask you to put in words what the heck that was.
You'll probably notice for the first hour and 15, I was just like, if you even look at my comment there at 1:15 precisely into the race, I'm wondering what the heck the answer is. And then all of a sudden in 5, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That blue dark nut room. No, this game ain't doing that to me, is it?
It's doing it twice.
Oh, yeah. 5 and 8. Or what? No, 6. No, I don't even remember at this point.
Oh, and 8. The Triforce room in 8 was 8 blue dark nuts, and you had to clip into that. Block to clear it. Now, to be fair, so did your opponent, but woof, that was a lot of combat.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of seeds in this past week in practice, and none were this bad. Oh, that was so tough.
No, but you stuck with it. Despite all the obstacles that got thrown at you. Once you have the flute, then you're off to the races. But even then, I mean, you've still got how many overworld block dungeons do we have? 4 or 5?
5.
5. 4 recorder, 1 ladder.
Yep, it was pretty awful.
Yeah, it's like we were just trying to think. It's like, where's our answer? Because you got between the two of you, we had seen most of everything. It's like when we figured out pretty early vanilla items. So it's like, which one is the one that has the room?
Yeah, that was a slog. That was a
And,
slog. Then some.
GG's for Sharky throwing in the towel. It's
fully understandable. I mean, that was not an easy seed in the slightest. And after 2 hours and 21 minutes, hey, your opponent's
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Your opponent's finished, and yeah, I can fully see why Sharky did what he did. GG's to Sharky, though. Very skilled opponent. And honestly, wow.
Yeah, I think the good news is it's still fairly early in the evening. So I mean, if you wanted to go to a bar, get a drink or something after that, you have plenty of time. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, the bar not so much, but I do have some nice beverages, shall we say, and I think I might indulge myself after that.
Wouldn't blame you one bit. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations on sticking it out.
Thank you.
I mean, even us just sitting here, I think we were both feeling your guys' pain in terms of just how much of a slog this was. First with finding the way to get the flute out of 5, and then from there slogging through the rest of the dungeons that you found. 5 overworld blocked. None of which were really doing. There was one jet level in the entire thing, and it was level 2.
Welcome to the booth, Sharky. GG. That was something, eh?
That scene was rough.
GG, Sharky. Man, what a fight.
Yeah, those Rizzies. Ugh. And Dark Nuts in that Triforce room, in that last Triforce, I was like, okay, that's fun. I'm just glad it's not a 4-headed Gleeok.
Yeah,
One was bad
you
enough.
saw enough of those, didn't you? But didn't you both throughout the dungeons?
I'd say after all that combo with the Dark Nuts and the Wizrobes and everything, 4-headed Gleeoks are the least of our worries.
Yeah, it took me a while to find, half of the dungeons. Thanks, recorder.
Yeah, right? How long did it take you to get the recorder?
Took quite a while.
Yeah, I took about an hour 15. And if you'll notice what I said in the race room, mid-race, I was losing it there.
Yeah, having full second quest overworld and full random dungeons.
Right?
Yeah, and it seemed like at every turn, whether it was the needing the whistle to be able to find the rest of the dungeons, but even before that, keys were a problem for both of you. With Second Quest Overworld and having limited money, I mean, Moonrisen, to your point, keys are tight, and you had to spend 2 keys to get into level 1 to get the bow. After beating your head against a wall trying to find the bomb hole to avoid having to do that. So just at every turn, this seed was doing neither of you any favors.
Yeah, I had to go buy a key at one point. It's like, okay, this key better be worth it. I'll save. If it's not worth it, I'll always retry, keep my key. And luckily, like you said, level 1, go through a key door, it's like, okay, is this worth it?
Mm-hmm.
And finding boomerang, then the bow afterwards, like, something tells me it's first quest item placement, so let's try to find the things we need. Of course, when I found that recorder, I used it, found level 6, like, okay, is it new? new dungeons I'm beaten. Then I used it later on. I used it against like, nope. It's unbeaten old locations. Funny, I found a level because of it.
Yeah, I think you both did right away. I mean, you ended up at vanilla 1Q2, 2Q3, which ended up being 6. So at that point, you even after getting the whistle, you blow it, you get taken to that spot. You're like, well, now I still don't know whether this takes me to be beaten or unbeaten. So thanks, I guess.
Yeah.
Except for the number of times you had to blow it. But Moonrisen, you definitely made some good work with those arrows early on. Later on with the level 8, all those Poles voice. Definitely, you had a lot easier time in 8 than Sharky did.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I knew I was late, and it's like, hurry up! You don't have much time. Sharky might get not done at any time.
Yeah, I had that same thought too. It's like, then again, I second guessed myself. Like, should I have picked up that book in 8 when I seen it? That might help me out.
It was Atlas.
It would have helped you out, but it also wouldn't have, and you didn't know this at the time, but 8 was 57 rooms, so it was, you could have gone any number of directions. It would have been a help, but yeah, both of you spent a good chunk of time in 9 trying to find items, trying to find the path to Ganon, and even 9 was not all that kind to you.
Yeah, the only thing I've got before I forfeited was Zelda, where Zelda was, because of the compass on the ground.
Oh, you actually found the compass. Hey.
And I was in a diamond staircase room. I was going to go in it, but those robes did not want me to. I don't know if that was another staircase to who knows where.
Yeah, I believe it was one of the 6 transports.
And the only thing I found in there real nice was the red ring.
Yeah, you both found the red ring. The silvers were up in the northeast corner, actually about like 1 or 2 screens away from where Zelda was. Oh, well, you both have to be exhausted after all of this. I'm sure our viewers are exhausted too. That was a slog, but congratulations to you both for fighting on through and putting on a good show for us. Any final thoughts before you go take a long hot shower?
Well, GG's again. So, and SpeedGaming, doing the restream, and you guys doing the commentary and the tracker. Long day for you guys. So
the question is, are you watching this tomorrow?
probably not.
If you do, watch it on double speed. If there's a function that allows you to do that, you might feel better about it if you do it that way.
Yeah, sometimes I do watch them watch the VODs back in double speed.
Yeah, I might suggest that here. So, but thank you both for putting on a show for us, and best of luck in the rest of the Swiss rounds of the tournament.
Thank you,
right.
and GG Sharky, and good luck next week.
Yeah, good luck to you as well. Hopefully, I get paired something where I could win.
Yeah,
I'm not expecting to win that many. Maybe 1 if I'm lucky.
You've got it in you. You're gonna get something. You're gonna get a win. Pretty sure.
Well, it was random percent number 3, so gotta have fun with these.
Yep. All right. As for me, I want to thank bbq.gov, Kairos for doing the commentary, Potato Failure for the tracking, SpeedGaming for just putting this slog of a match on. Every viewer that stuck around, thank y'all so much. And really, I just want to thank every single one of you. This is such an awesome community. I've loved every minute that I've been here. It's almost been a year, and all right, bring on next week. We'll see who we get.
All right. Well, good luck to you both. And next week, the draw for week 2 will be at some point Sunday night, some point tomorrow night. So definitely tune in to that. We'll be interested to see who both of you face in week 2.
Yep. Let the wheel have its moments, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I like last week, reference error.
right.
The wheel knows.
And speaking of the Wheel tomorrow, we have 3 more matches left in this week 1 of the Zelda Randomizer 2023 100% tournament. We have Zarnax and Eat My Steel coming up in just a few hours at 1:30 Eastern, and then Balbino and Leslie Pro and Paratroopa and Phoenix Ignition have the Sunday matches. So get ready for those.
Yeah, all 3 of those should be fun, and that next one that's coming up is at 1:30 a.m. Eastern, so a little under 4 hours from now. That is on
SpeedGaming Prime.
All right, great, and we don't know yet which Speed Gaming channels the other 2 races will be on, but it'll be part of the Speed Gaming network, and we're looking forward to seeing all of those. Oh, well, Kairos, I need a drink after that. I'm guessing you do too. Any final thoughts before we let everybody loose?
Nope, I think we got everything covered, including these upcoming matches. You know, you feel the pain, but they gave us a show, so that's all I got.
Yeah, it's the beauty and pain of Random Percent. But yeah, it was a really good show. Thanks to you for doing commentary with me. Thanks to Potato Failure for tracking, and Diesel Pilot and everybody behind the scenes setting this up. Thanks to the runners. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you in about 3-4 hours for the late night match, and have a great rest of your evening.